Seek protection with Allah from Satan, who is the repugnant one, in the name of Allah, who is the most gracious and the most merciful. Today I will explain what is scalar quantity and what is vector quantity in the next page. So what is scalar quantity? 9 physics, chapter number 2, kinematics. So what is scalar quantity? Historical background is Curie in 1908 gave the idea of scalar quantity. Now come to the meaning. Meaning of scalar quantity is counting physical quantity with units only. Only we will count the quantity, only the magnitude. Okay, only we units, counting with units mean only magnitude. Now come to the definition, which is same to the meaning. So those physical quantities which specified only by their magnitude is called scalar quantities. Those quantities which have only magnitude. Magnitude, what is magnitude? So we will come to the magnitude. So explanation point of view, magnitude means number with proper units. How? 3 Newton. 3 is the number and Newton as the units. So this whole is called magnitude. Okay, so number with the proper unit is called magnitude. So the scalar quantity specify the only magnitude. Now come further explanation that these quantities means this scalar quantity can be added, subtract and multiplied by using ordinary algebra. Simple algebra we will use in the addition, multiplication, subtraction, simple algebra and calculating the scalar quantities. Example point of view, example are distance, speed, density, energy, charge, volume, power, temperature, electrical resistance, current, heat, etc. These are the scalar quantity which have only magnitude with no direction. Now come to the vectors quantities. Vector quantities, history point of view, Willard Gibbs in 19th century gave the idea of scalar quantities. What is the meaning? Meaning of scalar quantity is a variable quantity that can be resolved into its component. Those quantity which result into its component means the which further away into some direction, some distance, score some distance with meaning like x, y, z. Okay, these mean. Now come to the definition. Those physical quantity which can be specified by their magnitude and direction is called vector quantities. The scalar quantity only has the magnitude, but the vector quantity has magnitude as well as the direction. Okay, so these are called vector quantities. Explanation: vector quantities cannot be added, subtract or multiplied by simple algebra. At his own method of to calculate. At his own method, like head to tail rules, we will calculate and further inshallah we will explain the head to tail rules in the 4th chapter. Example: weight, velocity, friction, acceleration, momentum, etc. These are the example of vector quantities. These quantity have magnitude as well as a direction. Okay, so these are called vectors quantity. Sample these simply explain the. Now come to the explanation and push to scale quantity. How quantity can چې historical background و چې Curie 1908 کې دا کړ پروپوز کړو meaning یې دی چې counting physical quantity with units only مطلب صرف units کا کوو مطلب only magnitude یې موږ حسابو نو موږ پښتو کې وایو چې هغه physical quantity چې هغه specify کیږي په magnitude باندې او سره direction باندې پوه شئ. example لکه موږ وایو magnitude چې explanation point of view magnitude څه ته وایي چې number with proper unit نو دا 3 پکې number دا proper unit is called magnitude. دا شان دا quantity په ساده mathematical یعنی algebraic method باندې ordinary عام algebra باندې دا add کیږي, subtract کیږي, multiply کیږي. example دا distance دی, speed دی, velocity دی, energy دی, charge, volume etc. دا example دي. دا شان د vector quantity څه ته وایي نو Willard Gibbs دا یو Gibbs equation هم پیش کړو 1900 century کې. the meaning of دا ورکړو چې variable quantity دا چې دا به result کیږي into its component مطلب different component different direction ته به component کې ودا کیږي. definition سره نو دا quantity دا چې دا specify کیږي only magnitude ور سره direction نو هم magnitude بیا هم direction. ٹھیک شو. explanation دا چې دا vector quantity دا په ساده طریقه باندې نه اډ کیږي, نه subtract کیږي, نه multiply کیږي, دا به calculate کړو دی بزان limited نو لکه for example head to tail rules دی در باندې موږ اډ کوو. example weight, velocity, friction, acceleration, momentum وغیرہ او د ردیو هم magnitude شو هم acceleration شو نو دې ته وایي the scalar and vector quantity. Further ki we moga inshallah explain ko the radial representation of whether and the term associated with motion inshallah. Thank you. Like my channels and also subscribe. Thank you so much.